Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on the inside of the mobile home. So recently we replaced all the windows on our vintage mobile home and it looks so much better, but now we have to handle the inside trim. We pulled all the inside trim off because it just wasn't going to work with the new windows. So right now I'll show you what we're left with. So inside you can just see the raw stud and the paneling. So what we want to do is just trim out the inside of this with some wood. We're probably going to be painting the wood that goes here, and then we're going to be putting more trim on the outside just to fancy it up and tie it all together. So I measured all the windows in the house and it's about 2.5 inches I need to cut. Except for these ends, these are 2 inches. Now trim gets to be very expensive and we don't want to waste a lot of money on trim. So what I'm going to do is take this piece of 3/8 inch plywood that I have, I'm going to rip it down into 2.5 inch strips, and that's going to give me the wood I need for around the inside of the windows. The outside trim is going to be a little nicer, and I have that in the car. I'll show you that in a little while. But for now, I'm going to start ripping this into strips. Now you might not think that plywood's going to look very good, but I think when it's done, you won't even know the difference. There's all of our strips that we got out of one piece, and I think we have enough to do about 9 windows. This is the paint we're going to be using, and again, we didn't really choose the color. It was a $5 Oops paint.
Yeah, we got this a while ago. We picked it up.
Sometimes we pick up paint if we think we can use it, because it's better than spending full price, later on. And this is going to work good, I think. I think it'll look right with the color of trim that we're doing. Wait, maybe we shouldn't paint these.
Yeah, too late. How'd they find their way over here?
No idea. How's it coming out?
Good. Quick.
Beautiful feathers you're getting.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're all so pretty.
Are you lost? Where'd they go? She's looking for the others. There they are.
His neck is so high up.
So here's the wood all dry, and it actually came out pretty cool. You can see, because we didn't prime this, and this is something we like to do, is not prime wood before we paint it. Because it takes the paint, and you can see you can keep that wood grain in there.
I like that.
It's pretty neat. You can see it in the sheen. So now we're going to cut these, start framing up the windows, and we're going to see how it looks inside before deciding if we want to paint the outer trim brown or not. As usual, I'm using paneling nails to attach these because it's a trailer, and look at how good these nails match this wood.
Perfect.
It beats hole filling, that's for sure. So I'll just put a couple of nails in here. If you overcomplicate it, you'll just get overwhelmed. Here's the tip, don't hit the window.
That's definitely the tip.
The reason I do the tops and bottoms first is because when you look at the window, think about your trim. And like, if you look down, if I put the sides on first, for example, which you might want to do because they're longer, so you might have the tendency to go, oh, I'll do the long ones first. The sides would be going down, and then your bottom piece would go next to it. And if there's a gap, you'll see a crack going straight down, and that's ugly. If you do the bottoms first, this will sit on top of it. And even if there was a little gap under it, you wouldn't notice it looking down.
Yeah.
It just makes it look cleaner.
A crack the other way would be like very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! You got her!
He's gonna go sit with her.
Nice! Good boy. What a good chicken. Right? Oh. You want to sit with the chicken?
The chicken is escaping. Get her.
Whoop.
I'll get her, Maverick. I'll get her. Here, take her.
Oh.
Pet her. Pet her. No, don't take her feathers. Pet her. Pet her.
Good boy.
Take her.
Here's all of our sunflowers that grew from the birdseed. They're so cool. None of these we planted. Beautiful.
The good news is we got most of the windows cased out or framed out with that one sheet of plywood. I was so efficient in the use of material that I barely had any waste, just small scraps. I got almost all of the windows done. I only have the 3 end windows in the kids' room to finish, and I have enough leftover paneling to do those. So we just got all those windows cased out for only $17 worth of plywood. That's a great deal. And they actually look really good. This trim down here is what we're going to be using to trim out the face of the window and make it look pretty. These are actually just stops, I guess, like door stops. Little trim. The reason we chose them is because of cost. First of all, they are cheap. We don't need a big trim, and mobile homes don't usually have big trim. A regular door casing or window like frame window trim would probably look out of place on our mobile home. We just need something to cover the edge of the plywood, and these will work perfectly. Right now I'm just trying to decide if I have enough stain to finish these in a wood finish. That's what I really want, or if I'm going to have to paint them. I don't want to paint these, but I'm just trying to make a decision because that's a lot of finishing either way.
So we decided that we're going to be painting the face trim the same color brown.
We're not going with the stain that we're going to use because we don't have enough of it. And when it comes to paint, it's either got to be brown or green. We picked the brown.
Yeah, not doing the green.
So we're going to get these trims painted up, installed in. It's all going to be done today. Today's the goal to finish this project.
Yeah.
It's a baby one.
I don't know if it's a baby.
Whoa. Whoa.
That was cool. What just happened?
Doug came over here and he heard like a scratching noise inside of this gutter. And we were listening to it and we're like, how can we look in here? So we went and got the mirror. And then we like saw it right towards the end of the
A
gutter
bat.
here. Yeah.
And then it fell out. It was trying to climb up the pipe, but it fell and it couldn't climb on the metal.
I thought it was gonna be like a mouse or something.
So there they are, all done and dry, and I'm ready to put these in. They actually didn't come out too bad. I'm happy with them. We were really hesitant about painting the trim brown. We don't really like using paint, we like using stains. And we totally don't want to make the trailer feel dark or dated. But this is just what we have on hand, and we do think it'll go fine. Well, this was a slow and tedious job of installing trim tonight. We didn't show it because we were just on a little bit of a time crunch. We both needed to be working, holding the trim and nailing the trim in. So it was hard to hold the camera. And it's really hard to film around windows because you get the backlight coming in and everything just looks so dark.
Yeah, like a silhouette.
But I'll show you some clips of the trim. It's all in. We got as much done as we could for now. If you remember, we had the 3 windows in the end bedroom that we just didn't get framed out, I guess, so we couldn't do those. But we're going to work on them. They should be done soon. But overall, the trim came out better than I expected. I was really worried about the brown paint.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fan of it. But it actually blends in the trailer, and it just matches pretty good.
It looks like it should just be there with it.
Yeah.
It works.
We're not trying to modernize the trailer, or we would definitely go with something else. We're just trying to keep it, we're trying to refresh it. We're just putting it back the way it was. We're cleaning it up, fixing it up, but keeping that vintage feel, so we're totally okay with the brown trim. In the future, in our own home, we don't even want to paint trim. We hate painted trim. We would pick a nice stain and probably
Or just leave it natural and shellac it or something.
Yeah, we want to see the wood grain, and we would definitely pick a different kind of trim. All those miter cuts, what a pain, especially when the windows aren't square.
Yeah.
But we got there, and it looks good. So we, I think, accomplished our goal for today.
Yeah, it's pretty much like 90% done.
So other than that, Belle spent like most of the day today just playing out back with the chicks, and we've been keeping the chicks out in the run during the day because honestly they're like outgrowing the brooder. They're just big, and the brooder was small, so we keep them out there during the day. We put them in at night, and they've been pretty good. The babies, go ahead.
We would have the bigger ones out there by now because they're old enough, but we want to keep all 5 together.
It's a family.
Yeah, until the little ones are ready. So
the little ones can slide through the fence, but they stay around the big ones. If we were going to put them out there now, we would definitely put chicken wire around the fence to keep them in.
They only have like 2 more weeks to go, and then they all can go out.
Good. So I guess that's all we have to share today. We're going to keep working on the house, but it's like so done. The trim is looking awesome. The next step is painting the ceilings, and I'm so tired of painting, but
I know.
It's got to get done. We'll be doing that next. I don't know, maybe calling the agent next week. We'll see. So until next time, take care.
Bye.